Hey everybody, Mark Miller here, CEO of Hilton Wealth. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about a new series we're going to be doing. Me and Brad Hilton, who's my partner in Hilton Tax and Wealth Advisors, we're going to be doing the Hilton Insights, which is going to be a monthly chance for us to kind of communicate with you about important issues and things that are going on in the markets related to tax planning, related to wealth planning, risk mitigation, all sorts of different topics. So I'm excited to do that. And today I'm excited to talk about our first topic, which there's a lot of talk right now. People are asking questions about why are the markets they keep going up and up, and when are they going to correct? How are they going to correct? Well, I want to talk to you about what we think kind of the underlying things are. In some ways, I don't think it's the best question to ask. The more pertinent question is to ask, hey, why is this and how is this happening where we're not getting the corrections we would normally get? Why aren't we having a recession? Why aren't we having a pause or a reset, which would be kind of normal and what people are used to and have been used to for decades and decades? Well, the reason is really the economies are not working like they used to. And it started kind of in 2001. We know that horrific incident that happened on 9/11, and that spurred the United States government to start on a kind of a Keynesian path where they started printing a lot of money in order for us. If you remember, we brought in the Homeland Security Department. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but the government doubled in that period of time in response to 9/11. Well, somehow that needed to be paid for. So the way that they decided to pay for it was basically by printing money. And that continued on, fast forward to 2008, and we had the Great Recession, and then it accelerated the printing of the money, and quote, we had no choice, right? And technically then we had COVID and we had no choice. But the thing is, the United States is the global leader in the economy, and everyone in the world does what the United States does. And so they followed our lead and kept printing money, not just us, but they followed our lead, and everyone else, every other country started printing money. And guess what? That has not stopped. And we don't believe that it's going to stop for quite some time. If it stops, it puts us in perhaps a global meltdown. So we're in this strange place, and the reason why the markets keep going up, gold and silver go up, real estate goes up, commodities are going up, is because all of this money that's being printed all over the world and being put into the system, it has to go somewhere. That's where a lot of this inflation has come from also. And this is things that people just don't understand. Everyone's still looking at the Fed, interest rates. They're looking at the CPI. They're looking at what's going on in the labor market and thinking that's what's driving everything. What's really driving everything is global liquidity. Right now, as I speak, in September of 2025, we're in another kind of pump period where global liquidity is going up substantially. So what does this mean for you? What does it mean for the people that are asking the questions, my gosh, when is the market going to change? When am I going to, have a big downturn in my investments, which everyone's always asking. There's no way for us to totally predict that, but I do know the new administration is trying to do some things and doing things different. Whether it's going to work, it remains to be seen, but they're trying to do some different things to try to hopefully save us from inevitably, sooner or later, that Keynesian philosophy, economic philosophy of just constantly printing money has got to stop. And when that does happen, then that's when those asset values are going to, in our opinion, probably going to collapse substantially. So we don't know when that could possibly happen, but we're hoping that some proper moves are being made. and that we can kind of get into the 21st century with different types of digital assets, different types of systems to kind of, in essence, kind of get the system to run smoothly and avoid a major fall off a cliff, in a sense, okay? So if I were to guess, and I would think Brad Hilton would probably say the same thing, that if I were to guess, I think maybe we have a few more years of this, and it could be 3 or 4 more years. I don't know. And asset values could go up. But the whole point to how the wealthiest invest is they protect against, and they do things in their portfolio to protect against something like this, like a global economic collapse, to where instead of losing 40, 50, 60, 70% of their portfolio, maybe it will only be down like, say, 10% or something like that. Part of what we do in our True Wealth portfolios is design portfolios like the Smart Money invests, so we have less volatility and we don't have to worry if we have a major economic downturn. Or even, I still think there's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be some corrections. It's just a question of when is the big correction going to come. And a lot of people are going to be caught flat-footed and their portfolios are going to go down substantially, okay? So anyway, so that is our insights for today. For more information and to connect with us, go to the link in our bio, hiltonwealth.com, and sign up for either a complimentary consultation and receive a copy of our latest book, Hilton Wealth, How to Invest Like an American Dynasty.